Goldberg and Jericho are going to hook up at Bad Blood. They're going to have a good match, but Meltzer would point out if Goldberg was defending the title against Jericho, it would have been perfect. But with Goldberg striving to get to the title, it should have been much more of a WCW scenario with a short match and very explosive. And I guess we should just take a timeout right there, right now. You know, what did get Goldberg over were quick, for lack of a better word, squash matches. And that's not what we're trying here. Just off the jump, are we missing the boat by not giving people what they have grown accustomed to seeing with them? I mean, having competitive matches with The Rock and Jericho, I get is very much the WWE way. But if we're trying to build Goldberg up for the world title, he should just be running through dudes, should he not?
You got to stay close to that formula that worked.
Yes.
The issue was it was a WCW formula, and for some insane reason, over the years, repeating WCW's history hasn't worked in WWE very well. And part of that was because of Vince's commitment to the angle, and he wanted things to be original in his creation. And that was not the way to go on this one. The formula was so simple. That'd be like telling Austin, okay, you got cleared, you're coming back to work, but we don't want you to use the spear. And we sure as fuck don't want you to drink any beer. Well, first of all, Austin would never have gone for that.
Right.
And secondly, it's an insanely ridiculous statement to make. And so what worked will still work if it's executed, if it's sampled, if it's displayed out there. But it made no sense. It just made so many missteps in this whole Goldberg scenario, and it's unfortunate because, like I said, he's not a bad human being whatsoever.
It's amazing to me when you take a look at all the WCW properties that Vince McMahon got his hand on and how it feels like it just doesn't work out. Like, I think most people assumed the invasion angle is the biggest no-brainer, biggest money-making angle in the history of wrestling. Bungled. The NWO, well, shit, this can't miss. I mean, we've got the thing that really set this whole business on fire. Bungled. And then Goldberg, the former dream match. Who would win? Austin versus Goldberg. When we're all at our height, 1998, 1999, business has never been bigger. The two biggest stars, Goldberg's bungled too. Like, was it almost a subconscious maybe point of pride with Vince? And Bruce would take great issue with this. Like, why would we spend all this money and want it to fail? But it does feel as if it wasn't Vince's idea, inherently, he's not going to like it as well because he gets his hand on these big talents and then just doesn't connect.
Yeah. I agree with Bruce in a large part. You know, we spent a lot of money on Goldberg.
Right.
That was a huge investment. So hell no, we didn't want it to fail.
No.
And so Bruce is right on that deal. Mark that down. He's right as hell. So,
I'm not saying he consciously said, man, I want Goldberg to fail.
He didn't build. Here's the thing, Connie. I think I can put it better this way.
Okay.
Vince didn't make the commitment to Goldberg that he had made to a guy like Austin or Rock, even Triple H, Mick Foley, reluctantly, but he got there. It's just his nature. He really wanted to be the guy that you know, he always wanted the ability to reshuffle the deck. And sometimes the deck doesn't need to be reshuffled. It just doesn't. And I think that's the case here. You know, Vince could not make a full 100% unabashed commitment to Goldberg because he didn't create Goldberg. And what Goldberg how Goldberg had been presented was just fine. Again, give WCW some credit.
Yeah.
They didn't screw up everything, for God's sakes. They didn't. They beat our ass 83 weeks in a row. I heard about that on a podcast somewhere.
Yes, you did.
So there you go.